man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one. The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
Yes.
Made in Chafford podcast episode 197. The real is back. The real is back.
Come
I am
on.
Two Dems. I am him.
He's him.
DK dancing. Watch your back. This is gonna be a speed round. So I'm gonna pass it to my partner.
Cole Sanusi, Don Corleone in the building, the one and only, in the flesh. AKA LL Coolins, AKA C-Note, AKA Hollywood Cole. We here, man. Coming for your left there, your right there, surround sound, smart speakers, portable speakers. You name it, we dare.
Yes, sir.
Episode 197. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
That could have been perfect timing.
Yeah.
Don't pretend to miss the drop like me.
Come on. Come on.
All right then. If you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to drop us a comment,
Please.
question for episode 200. If you're on Instagram, send us a question. We'll prompt you again and again and again to send us questions for episode 200 because episode 200 is actually coming up. However, Eman G45, G is solid in our name, the 45 is silent. It's Genghis Chibokwe, it's the Prince of the East, it's Tim for Haeems, Black Mamba Dove, Cheetah Yam.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm present, I'm here, get me.
That's what we like to hear.
Make sure your cup runneth over and it overfloweth. Also, shout outs to the special ones, the new ones, the old ones. Yeah, you know who you are.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, and welcome.
Welcome to 197, the Made In Chafford
Experience.
Yes, sir. Okay, so it's out for a while now, so we've all had a chance to sit on it. Recently, Hus released his new single, Who Told You, featuring Drake. And it's been widely contested. I don't know if contested is the word I'm looking for, but scrutinized, Drake's verse. I think it's awful. I've had more time to sit on it, and it's not going in. And it's ruined what could have been maybe one of the greatest UK songs.
My issue with the song is when I heard it for the first time, I was like, this sounds exactly like Too Sugar. However, the producer, P2J, or composer, whichever one you want to decide, he's the person that
Produce both.
produced both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So that was my first thing. I mean, it's not bad, but that was my first thing. So when I heard it, I was like, it sounds the same. But I quite enjoyed J Hus's entry, re-entry, of course, which was great. But Drake, yeah, that verse was a tad bit long, and
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's actually part of it. It overstays its welcome. Like, all right, shut up now. Like, it's quite a long verse. I think it feels like it takes up most of the song as well, like a large portion of it. I guess if I'm gonna get a Drake verse, I'm gonna pay for that shit. Like, you're gonna make it worth it. But no, it's quite sad to see how bad a verse it was. I was just so shocked by the quality of it. It's one of his worst for me.
He's gotten to a point where you don't know what the output's going to be.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily matter if it's long in terms of the verse, but because he did that with Jack Harlow.
But he absolutely smashed it. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, you just don't know. You just don't know what Drake you're gonna get. I'm probably on the other side where I'm not saying it's a good verse by any means of the
You need to go outside and see the
imagination.
reaction to his verse. It's insane.
Fair enough. I think the beginning of the verse is good. I think he catches the vibe pretty well, but it just overstays its welcome. I think halfway point just shouldn't really exist, and I think it really detracts from how great J Hus's verses are, because his second verse is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You hear his second verse and you're like, oh wow, like he's just, this is effortless for him.
It's so,
you know what I mean?
sad.
He's so good, and there's nothing to be sad about. The song is still doing incredible. People still love, like, you know, more time you hear your favorite song, and if you want to hear it out, you're not gonna hear the whole thing. There will be a verse that gets cut off. You know, things get chopped and screwed. It's not really a big deal. But it's more of a shame because of the potential of what it could have been, and I understand what you're trying to say.
I'm even looking at it selfishly for my own enjoyment and being like, this has really impacted how much. Yeah, trash. This has really impacted how much I can enjoy it, you know, because I just can't get past that verse, and it's a real slugfest as well. It's not even ignorable because people have given bad verses on good songs in the past, so it's not the first time this has happened. It's just how much space that this verse takes up, which is, I think, the main issue. Because if it was short, you could just bypass it and be like, okay, I'm gonna wait for Hus's next verse. But my God, you just waiting around for Hus's verse to kick in again. It's a shame.
You're right. You're really there waiting, like, yo.
Yeah,
I was just disappointed by, because it should have been an easy slam dunk. Yeah. And it's not, do you know, if Drake hadn't done this sort of music before, maybe I might give a pass. But this is his wheelhouse. This is why he's one of the biggest artists in the world, because he was doing this in 2016. This is the sort of beats he should float on, have no issue. I thought if he'd just come with the sort of presence that he had on the songs with WizKid, which have been, like, he's really performed well on there, he would have been fine. So I was just shocked by the quality of it, because it sounded like someone who'd never been on this sort of verse. Like,
do you know what my main issue with him is? And it's something I heard, which I'll talk to you guys about afterwards, is that I think he suffers from this thing where he probably doesn't really realize, like, the different pockets of what the UK sound is. So what I mean by that is, when he jumped on the Heady One song, and I can say this, to be fair, this isn't public knowledge, when they initially asked for the verse, he sent a verse, and then he heard Heady's verse, and then he said, nah, I'm changing my verse, because Heady's verse was just, it was a particular way. Not many people can rap the way Heady One raps. And to be fair to you, this is kind of crazy for me to tell you this, because I know how much we actually like the end product of Drake's verse. Yeah. But Drake's verse wasn't supposed to be that good. His first verse wasn't that great.
Wow.
He heard Heady's verse and was like, let me do it again. So I said that to say this. When he heard that drill sound, and he's tried drill before that, to be fair to him, and in my opinion, it's been mad hit and miss, mostly miss.
Yeah, definitely. To be honest, cannot vibe on that.
Can't do it. But when he done, and I know people still are contentious about the Heady verse, I thought that he shelled it when he eventually got there. Now my problem with him with the Hus verse is that he probably he assumed Hus, and Hus can do it very easily. He can jolt into rap and Afro swing very, very fluidly. He does it very, very easily. I don't think we needed to have a rendition of Drake trying to do Afro swing, because he probably thinks Afro swing is the same as him doing Come Closer, which is like which is Afro beats. That's not the assignment here, bro. This is Afro swing, and if you don't want to do Afro swing, rap.
Yeah,
because I'd rather hear normal Drake on this song than your weird attempt to do Afro swing, because it doesn't sound right.
I don't even know what he was going.
It doesn't sound right. The beginning of it is okay because he kind of picks up the ball from where Hus drops it, and it's like the same kind of tempo, and it's going fine. But then when he tries to get into this whaley bag, and he's trying to like, bro, you're talking about gal them. No, not even gal them. Girls them. Yeah. Enjoy your life. Like, who says girls them?
To some of the stuff he was saying.
No one. Nobody.
When he was talking about your controller, I'm not the controlling. I was like, bro, it's not even the same vibe anymore now. Like, this is a different song. You. Like, what do you?
I think he misread the assignment, and that's 100. The problem with Drake at this point. When, you know, we can probably say he's past his peak. You're gonna get really random output. More time, he does well, but you know, sometimes nowadays you get random verses like this where it's like, yo, what the hell are you doing, bro? Like, this is not. Yeah, this is not what we were asking for.
100. It's a shame, because there's obviously he's capable. I think what frustrates me more is he's capable of
100%
giving a verse to a higher quality, especially on this beat. It's just he didn't land at all. I'm shocked, but as you said, the song will live on. I expect to hear it out, and I know it will still catch a vibe, But like you said, it'll be chopped and screwed as well. So you'll only hear the best parts. But I feel disappointed because there could have been something really special there.
That's fair, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. But it's a good time for UK rap because that went straight to number 2. Dave and Central C at number 1, and this is like unprecedented times, and it kind of ties into a topic I wanted to ask you guys about. I saw an article the other day, and essentially illustrated that there's not been any album in the US that's charted at number 1.
It's trash.
So I'm bringing a question to you guys. I think that was it, along the lines. Is UK rap in a better position? I mean, this is, yes, obviously. Is UK rap in a better position right now than US rap?
The only thing I'll say to US rap and their issue that they're having right now, whereby I don't think so. A US rap song or album has not gone number 1 in 2023. I think by this point last year, they'd already had 2 or 3 songs go number 1. I think rap in that country is no longer the number 1 genre as it had been for near on a decade, but that isn't the case anymore. But I don't think it's as concerning as people are making it out. I don't think anyone should be concerned. Rap hasn't had a lot of big hitters drop this year, I don't think anyway. None that could really move the needle, and we know that people are on their way with their albums, so I expect that will have an impact and we'll see this reverse. To their quality, yes, it's awful at the moment over there. I don't know what's going on. Not everyone's for me over there, big time, and I'm just selecting what I like here and there. But it might also just be an age thing where we're aging out of the genre and people just ain't rapping for us anymore.
I think that's the best explanation. We're just aging out of it because quite literally, we are listening to how can I say this? What were we listening to in like 2013?
Drake, Kanye.
Nah, it was Rihanna. Rihanna sound, cutting shape songs. It wasn't Unsu. It was like borderline house music. That's what we were listening to. Then the next thing, now we're listening to like hip hop where everyone's rapping. You have K-pop rapping. Everybody's rapping. But then now, of course, I think it's become too saturated.
Yeah, definitely.
And then now, as you said, we're aging out of it. Like we have different taste from back in the day. Like our younger selves look at us and be like, "What you did?"
Because there's certain things that's coming out now that I just like. Now I say, "Oh shit, I really can't vibe with this." Like it's not made for me. Like. One of them that they really like is Yeet, and I like some of that kid stuff. Not all of it's for me, but they're just a lot of the ones that are coming up. I just can't vibe with it, and I'm not supposed to. It's fine. It's they're not making music for me or with me in mind. Like people like, I think his name's Lil Tyler, Babytron, like.
I've not heard of any of these niggas.
There you go.
Who are these niggas?
For real. I only know this because like. Sometimes their music will come on my For You page on TikTok.
Yeah,
but other than that, I'm not interacting with them. I'm not going to go and find their music. Maybe 1 or 2 things might hit, but other than that, it ain't for me. And quality-wise, maybe there is an issue that needs to be addressed, because I think a lot of people can rap to a high level, but they're accepting mediocrity. Like Lil Baby should be clear, like he should be doing so much more than he's giving to the game. But you just feel like, especially on that last effort, he weren't even trying. He's got that song Hey, which is awful. It just is. And that was his lead single from someone who's so talented. You can't tell me you made freestyle and then that's what you're dropping. The quality over there is just dropped massively, and what people are willing to accept is such a shame. And I
don't think it's what people are willing to accept. I think it's what people are willing to listen to.
But that's, if you're willing to listen to it, you're willing to accept it.
And that's the majority of the young people who really want to listen to like what Baby's doing. So like, if Baby is talking stuff, and then all of a sudden now you're not talking stuff, you're just mumbling stuff, like, and people love it, then people
I hear it, but I think people will respect it more, and you'll have more success when you're actually not even saying something, but when the quality of your music is just better. Like I really respected him when he made The Bigger Picture during after George Floyd and all of that. That's a good song, like, and it went number 3 in the chart, so it had a message, and it went like I'm just saying, we're seeing people who are clearly capable and are really talented, just not using their talent. Do you know what I mean? I just think a lot of the new school cats who could do so much more are just not doing it, which is why we're seeing a decline, and maybe why they've not charted and not had as much success. There's a fucking song called Pound Town with Tay Keith, who's an incredible producer, and Nicki Minaj. That song is terrible, you know. And even I don't know,
because that's what the people want to listen to.
But no,
you're not specifically. But I feel that when they have like a panel of people who are like saying, okay, this is what the type of music we should make. A lot of them are saying, yeah, this is the type of music they should. Because if Nicki Minaj starts spitting bars, like
I'm not even asking.
Heavy hitting bars with Tay Keith, then I think a lot of people will be like, oh, wow.
I'm not even asking her to spit bars. I think a lot of the hit songs, it's not like bars driven. I think it's just the sound, like that's why it's not working because the quality of music is just so low. It feels like such low vibrations that they're putting out. It's just not good at this moment in time. I think I'm not even asking them to increase their level of bars, but just do something different. Come up with some shit.
It's in a rut, man. It's in a rut, and I'm gonna shoot them a bit of bail. And I was speaking about this earlier because I had this conversation earlier at work, and I think something that is missed on us, and you know, people forget, is that a lot of that generation passed away, right? So you had XXX Tentacion who passed away, Pop Smoke who passed away, Juice WRLD who passed away, and they put numbers up and they moved culture, rightly or wrongly, whatever side of the fence you fall on. So that generation is lost. Yeah. Whereas in the UK, I think
dead.
Sorry?
No one's dead.
Well, yeah, to be very like blunt, yeah. And the older generation have done a better job at trying to foster that talent. Like you see the likes of like Skepta, you see the likes of, besides Wiley, depending on what side of the fence he falls on.
I don't feel captured.
I don't feel captured. Like they've done a good job at making sure that these youths actually do well, and like there's a clear divide showing that this younger generation like Dave, Central C, all those man are actually moving the needle. So I think it's probably an unfair comparison, and plus, you know, if you want to talk about numbers, we're not anywhere close to where they will ever be, but we're definitely the health is the health. If you talk about the general state of affairs, it's in a way healthier.
I can see that. I think we can catch him. I mean, it seems like what we've got coming out at the moment is something to be very impressed with. We now have legitimate stars, international stars. Like Central C has 23 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Dave has 15 million. Like the numbers here are very healthy. I'm not saying, and yeah, you're probably right, we might not be able to catch the US, but I feel we're not far behind. And again, we're putting out better music. It goes back
to
the
quality of music.
Yeah, it goes back to what else.
Technically speaking,
I don't think
you
it's
might
close,
be
bro.
right, but then again, it's like state heroes. Like, you know, you have like people in the state that are just sensational. However, they're only great in their state.
Yeah, I hear it.
And then they probably do the 1 or 2 songs here and there, but they're only great in their state. It's exactly like Central C and Dave currently at the moment. I would say they're the top tier. Yeah. Stormzy, I think with Stormzy, we've been caught up with, is he good, is he not good? But the thing is, out of the UK, he's the best.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
So then I'm saying, like,
I think you're not realizing Central's power. His international reach is probably his biggest strength.
I think it's growing. Yeah, 1000%. I think it's growing. But in the case of where you're coming from in terms of what you just said, I think these men are state heroes, basically.
Got you.
And now they're going out of their own state, so out of the UK, and now they're reaching out, and now they're becoming successful. Yeah, like we want to see them, like Stormzy. Yeah. So, yeah,
need more examples of that. It's going to be a very interesting year for the UK, and obviously, I still think a lot of artists are loading. So, it's going to be fascinating to see the music that we get over the next few months. I think between now and September, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to drop.
Yeah, I think Stormzy's gonna drop something by the looks
What
of
were we
things.
looking at? Do you think just a tape?
Yeah, I think he's gonna put something out. He's got that. He's got like a festival day,
Oh, okay.
and I just feel like he's gonna put something
What,
out
in
before
Ibiza?
then.
No, I think it's in London, isn't it?
It's in London. So there's
wow.
a festival called All Points East where they do it every year. It's a pretty big festival. They've given him like a day out of the 4 days that they do,
Fuck.
and the lineup is really really good. I reckon he's gonna drop something before August to complement that.
Well, what do you? Yeah, we'll see what he decides to do. But yeah, incredible talent. And that last album wasn't for me. I guess just on a tangent, but I've heard a snippet of what it looks like he's looking to release or the sound he's going for. Yeah, we could be in for something quite special. But yeah, no, it's good to see the place that the UK is in. And I don't think the issue in America is as grave as it might look. We just need some of the bigger hitters to drop.
Listen, give it a week. And I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm saying that literally. Let's give it a week.
All right, so let's final top. Oh, not final, but Gunna, he returned.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That sounded like from his previous project. This sounded. You could definitely tell the lower quality of production on this. It's not his fault because he's had powers like.
I really agree with you. You saying it now my ears have, because you know when you hear something, yeah, and you I feel like something's off here, but I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah,
you've just summed up why. Yeah, go on. I've just interrupted you. I'm with you.
His social network.
Yeah,
all these people he's brought in to make high quality music.
100.
On this one, I just didn't hear nothing
because his rapping is good.
Yeah,
but there's an extra element somewhere where you can only hear it in 1 or 2 tracks where this sounds good. But
there's something missing.
There's just that extra, like
the engineering.
Something is not there.
Yeah,
the weed is not the same strain.
He's still. This was released on the YSL, so interesting. I'm very interested to see how this performs. I don't think it was a bad tape.
He's funding the gang.
Maybe.
That's crazy. Allegedly.
But I'm very interested to see how this performs and what the consensus is on it. I've seen for the most part positive stuff. Like it seems like people really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I loved it,
In their
but
cupboards.
It was okay.
But that's it.
Listen again,
do you know what? I think it didn't really matter. I think he just needed something off it to hit. And it looks like Fuck You Mean and Rodeo Drive both have done really well. And it looks like they're in, people are really rocking with him. And that's all he needed, I think. Like, I think it was more, because this album isn't really concise, if that makes sense. It's not like he's trying to tell a story. I feel like it was like, okay, here are 15 songs and I just need something to hit to get me back into people's consciousness, to get me back into the spaces I need to be in. But what he managed to do on Fuck You Mean, that is an incredible performance. And, in the background, something special, man. Definitely won't be forgotten. But I'm really interested to see how people feel about it. Because there's a lot. He might beat the snitching allegations, man. What sort of numbers do you want to see this post up?
US is in a weird space where I can't really correlate numbers to like performance no more. So if he does like 75k, because his last album done about how much? 200, 300?
No, it was 100 and something. I want to say
he outsold The Weeknd or something like that, right? Wasn't it?
The Weeknd sold out 139. It wasn't by much.
Okay, well, I mean, listen, if he gets like 75k, that's a win.
Okay.
Because I think ultimately it's not commercial, really. And obviously all the controversy around him. So if he does like, north of 50, then I think that's a win in my honest opinion.
Yeah, I'll take it. I think. But the thing is, what I will say though is he's actually not, I don't know if rapping at a high, but he's performing at a high level on this. Yeah,
sure.
I think also that Bread and Butter song really special. Obviously, it was on the albums.
He's playing with a knee injury.
Sometimes I've got a knee injury. So I hear it. I don't think that's a very good way of putting it. He's definitely handicapped. He just doesn't have the certain tools. You can see what goes into making an album, just like how it feels when it goes into your ear and like the expensive sound, because that's what I came to know Gunna for. Like it had a very rich and expensive sound. but it's just not there. Something is missing.
Yeah, like even shouts to Lapel. Like he was in the studio. I've forgotten the guy's name, but he was in the studio with the engineer. So basically, the producer, the engineer, and they know each other. Where there's a relationship, there's everything. It's flowing. It's good. It's great. And then if he says you got to run that back and then punch in again, then cool. But with this one, it just
but who knows?
That rich feeling ain't there no
Who
more.
knows who he's
But
working
in terms of the content, I just felt like the whole content was the same. You know, if you want to do something, come do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Like you're chilling with the guy that did your man's.
insane.
I ain't no snitch, but you know, something was told. I don't know, man. I mean, to me it just sounded the same. Whereas his previous project, I was there. I was really.
Yeah, he was vibing.
Yeah, let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, this is not up there with his best project.
No.
That man is capable of magic. Warner is fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Like Warner is like
when
that is artistry, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Tory Lanez was going to prison. He's released such great music. Like, I'm not lying. Now he's facing what, 13?
Maybe even more.
Or maybe even more, up to 20. Satin.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hairline really gone.
Damn.
But he might have to chat to his dad. Who did his dad sing?
Rock Nation, you will crumble.
That is the craziest thing someone's ever said before someone goes to jail.
Bro.
But yeah, no, I think it wasn't good, but it wasn't supposed to be. I really stand by the theory that he was just hoping something hits, and I think Fuck You Mean will go on to stick, and I'll be interested to see how that song performs.
Maybe he was just trying to get stuff off his chest as well. You know what I mean?
Like, art helps you do that. So maybe the album wasn't even for us. Like really and
Just
truly,
for him,
just for him.
Yeah, maybe.
And fair play to him. So yeah, I think he'll be fine. It'll be interesting to see if the rap game at any point accepts him back in. That's people willing to do features or.
They're gonna have to jump him in, bro.
But yeah, we'll see. I guess just to close, unless anyone else has anything to say about Mr. Gunna.
I just wanted to say on a random topic. Have you been seeing our Michael Jackson don that's doing all those sports? Have you seen what he's done? Have you seen them?
He's a very talented man.
yeah, I really like it.
There was a new one he done. I was like, I'm not watching this anymore. I can't remember what it was.
What sport was it?
It might have been like
There
volleyball
was
or
the
something.
boxing,
Volley.
there was
The-
tennis, there was football.
The football one was insane.
Yeah.
Because to not make someone doing the moonwalk is crazy. His boy should retire.
He's doing too much. The boxer one had me, bro. Man was just doing the lean past the ball.
No.
Thing. I said,
I
yeah.
really enjoyed the tennis one. You know when he's like, he makes it go through his legs, but he gets up to it and he's like,
Yo, I just need to give him an honourable shout out.
nah,
because
he's tapped.
he's doing too much.
I couldn't believe it. Do you know what the thing is though? Like, you could actually tell, he's actually quite good at sports. He has to be to pull this shit off.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because multiple sports as well, but the football one had me crying.
I was visibly angry when I watched that the first time. So I didn't think it was a joke. I just thought this man is just doing too much, bro. Like, relax, like, calm down, like, just kick the ball. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, that video is special, man. He's different.
Hey, he's a bad breed, bro.
For real. Okay, so recently the Denver Nuggets won the NBA championships.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congrats to them, man.
Congratulations to them.
For real. But Jokic was not happy.
He needs to
throughout.
relax.
He was just like, I think
It's not that he wasn't happy. It's the way he
that
expressed
man was not
himself.
happy.
He expresses himself that way, like
Where's he from, country-wise?
Serbia.
Ah, fair enough.
But you know how, like,
You know how they get
yeah,
down.
yeah. This is just a job for him. This is a 9 to 5. Check in, check out.
Hey, facts,
I
man.
couldn't believe it. But it just goes like, there is this weird thing happening now where it's like, I don't know, I feel like I keep seeing it whereas I just do my sport and I go home, don't care. I'm not here to play games, you know?
There's a video of him in the club though. They said that
Because they had to beg him.
they said that there wasn't Serbians and blacks ain't been this happy since power. And it's facts. They were living it up.
But I don't blame him. Nah, they had to. I know they had to beg him to come on that parade. Like I just know they were in the crib. Like, come on, man, just come. It's only gonna be half an hour. You know when you have to get one of the man out. Like, come on, man.
Fine.
I'm happy for Anthony Gordon. Yeah,
Fair enough.
Is it Anthony or Aaron Gordon?
I think it's Anthony and Jamal Murray. I quite like. He's a good player.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's
Yeah,
done
no,
well
he's
for
been
himself the
balling out of
past 3
control.
years,
Yeah.
man.
So-
Shouts out to him.
As a team, as an organisation, they deserve it. Like, I can't believe that's it. Well, I can, but that's their first win as a franchise. So enjoy it. Oh, God,
Aaron.
fuck knows what's going on in Denver.
Aaron Gordon.
You know when like places in America have teams, I'm like, I'm not going there. Please don't ship me to like what Oklahoma Rapids or something. Like,
I mean-
what am I doing here?
I mean, the fact that the Cleveland's even won it, the fact that LeBron's even from there is just funny in
Like,
itself.
Yeah.
Who is
That's
it?
the whole Ohio, bro.
There was a guy that played for the Bulls who was like, I mean, listen, Cleveland it's just a city. Like, no one's ever gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm really gonna enjoy my holiday in Cleveland. Like, it's just not happening. There's just so many dead states. Like, that country is too big for its own good. But yeah, I mean, fair play to Denver. I was really impressed with the way they played. But I'm just shocked at the amount of people who are just like, yeah, I'm only here to more or less get paid.
It's not cool. Just enjoy it.
Just
Like,
enjoy it, man.
live the moment.
It's not swag. Like, you're not gonna get points for that.
Like Bun Man City, but I like how Grealish is just enjoying his life. He's living his best life.
Someone needs to chat to him.
He's been drunk for 48 hours.
It was 70. It was 72. But come on. If you man saw me going through that, you're belling me.
Yeah, I have to say, what's
going on, man?
Is everything all right at home?
Do you know what? It's when I saw the article that said they offered him a wheelchair to get onto the flight. Like, bro, chill.
Listen,
Fam.
but when you peak at life, when you've reached the pinnacle, bro, it is what it is.
I'll never. There was a
Live
video on
life.
TikTok where he was like Jack. So someone was pretending to be Jack Grealish, and he goes, "Come on, lads, are we stepping out again?" And then the guy goes, "Bro, we've been out for 48 hours. How am I supposed to step out again? I've got responsibilities."
It's true, man.
To answer your question about people who are not celebrating the accolades,
I deserve accolades.
to each his own, man. To each his own.
Yeah.
To
If you want
a
to be
certain
real,
extent, to each his own, because it was like Jimmy Butler when he got MVP for
the conference final.
Easter Conference.
They give an MVP for that.
They gave him an MVP for it, so I was like, okay, cool.
I didn't know they gave it for.
So it was
conference.
like, yeah, like I don't really care with it. It's with my dad. He said, it's with my dad. I don't really care about him.
Yeah.
So, because
Fair enough.
I mean, if you know the story about him,
Yeah.
But as far as I'm concerned, like I think their main aim is to win, and that's it. Now, I think when you get to a certain level, it's like, okay, we've won, that's great, but there's people who are coming for us, and we've got to prepare for it. So I think probably sometimes it's like, yeah, we won, that's great, but you know, there's more to look.
There's
upon.
more to go.
Until I'm retired, I will celebrate.
How old is Jokic?
Probably.
I think he's 26. If he's 26, oh God,
He's
yeah, at least 30. Nah,
the league is in trouble if he's 26 because he's still got another.
I mean, the ball pause. The way he plays, it's just not easy on the eye.
Nah,
it's just
it's
like
gross.
he's just a bully, isn't it? Like, it's just an efficient bully.
You
bro.
can't defend that really. It's insane. I know like when because you're defending like this, and I know when he's like leaning back into you, it's hell.
It's too
He's
much.
28. Okay, fair enough
Oh,
then.
Listen, man.
That sounds about right.
Shouts out to the Nuggets, man. That's
Well,
a crazy name for a
that's-
for a team.
Yeah, who came up with that? That's awful. It's actually gross. The Denver Nuggets
Hey,
is
man.
insane.
It is what
But
it is.
nah, fair play to them. They should be very pleased with themselves. And as a city, I hope they're turning up.
And Zion, please leave the hose alone.
Oh, he's gross. Nah, man, it's sad. The homegirl said she spat in his mouth, or he spat in hers.
Yo. Listen.
To be fair, I don't care what you do in the bedroom, yeah. But it's just the fact that you were giving this girl like 100 bag a month,
100.
and it's like,
To be
Bro.
fair, though, I can't chat.
nah, bro, you could get it
I'd
for
be
free.
a trick. Oh my God,
You
it'd
could
be
get-
so
no,
bad.
So
listen.
that'd be a trick.
If I'm me, I know I can get it for free.
No, do you know some like I like giving people stuff. You need a new bag.
I'm ending this pod now. I don't want Demi to get indicted.
Listen, I'm getting it for free. If I really like you,
listen, nothing's free.
You have to be my babes.
Listen,
I'm not saying that as like.
Demi saying he's
like,
sending Birkins to the door.
What I'm trying to say, no, hold on. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying like,
oh my God.
I'm not saying you have to be like, we have to be in a form of a relationship where like we both agree and it's consensual and
we could just be chilling
and we're public. But if I'm doing it for free, bro.
I told you I'm a trick.
I'm a born again Christian. I don't do them things. So
I already told.
You're saying all these words.
Put my BM in a BM. That's crazy.
Yo, listen, bro. I have no words. But
no,
hey,
don't
hey, listen. Do what you gotta do.
No, because do you know what it is? We equate it to like.
We don't realize until you get the money.
Yeah,
I know what you're trying to say.
So I'm saying like I would know. I've got my female friends like presents and shit, but what you can afford just enlarges. So. Yeah, don't mess about with me. If they give me money, it's over.
So you're saying you're Zion times 5? You're just doing the madness.
The bag would be insane.
Listen,
no, them you would be wifed up already, bruv.
You would be allowed.
Yeah, you'd be wifed up.
You get fist up.
This bag said that's nonsense.
Like you wouldn't, nah, bro.
Nah, do you know what? But okay, even
5'7" NBA player.
That's not possible.
Not, bro. There's plenty of them, but
is that 5'7"?
Yeah, there's a few of them in history.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying right now.
In history.
if I'm going for the bag or how I'd get it, would probably be through rap. But listen, and that's more. Even if I have a babes spoiled.
Yeah, that's fine.
Birkin just cause
you got babes. You got babes.
I'm saying
that's how I know who you are. You got babes. And that's it. If I don't have babes for free,
no one's seen anything.
No.
Fair
Sorry,
enough.
what? This is just consensual.
We can't get out there, guys.
No, but I respect. I don't think he's done anything.
No. He's right. I'm just.
This is just consensual. It's crazy.
If not, next one come through. Sorry.
No, I hear it.
Fair enough. I'm not even gonna hold that against you, bro.
For real.
Fair enough. We need to get out of it, guys. What's your music choices? Before the
Side Effects by DBE.
Okay.
Are they dropped again or?
Just today. No, the 16th. So Saturday, Friday.
Hold on.
I am picking Introduction by Ashake.
Okay, I'm gonna pick.
That's a good one as well.
Yeah. That one, and there's another one. That's
Jill v. Grime, George and Little Skies.
Oof, what a song.
Yeah, I know.
Shouts out to George.
For real. I can't believe that he was able to come up with that. The beat switch as well, like that happens. Yeah, nah, clever.
Yeah, it was mean.
For real.
All right, guys, that was fun.
All right.
Cool,
Let's
man.
go. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, see y'all later.
Bye.